Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. Today we are going to continue Unit 21 Nutrition and Health, in which vitamins and protein energy malnutrition. Protein energy malnutrition. Let us start. Vitamins. What are called vitamins? Where they are available. Sometimes when you go to the market, where you can see colorful vegetables, green color, orange color, red color, yellow color, purple color, and many different colors. These colors which indicates the quite interesting attraction on the vegetables. When we consume vegetables, fruits, or from any sources obtained from the animals, they contain an important source in it is called vitamins. Vitamins are vital nutrients, children. Vital means it's very important for our growth and development. They require only in minute quantities, micrograms level, very small quantity, trace amount. But vitamins perform specific physiological and biochemical functions. Vitamins perform specific physiological and biochemical functions in our body. Dr. Funk, who introduced the term vitamin at first, vitamin A was given to the first letter of the alphabet as it was the first vitamin discovered. Sometimes when we stand early morning in front of the sunlight which falls on our body, we will be synthesizing a vitamin. Can you say? Yeah, vitamin D it is. Vitamin D can be synthesized very large amount when we are in the early morning in sunlight, because the skin in our body contains some precursors, produces vitamin D. So we called vitamin D as a sunshine vitamin, because the early morning the sun rays when falls on our skin, there is a chemical called dehydrocholesterol is converted into vitamin D. Why vitamin D is important? Because it is improves our bone strength, especially it helps to absorb more calcium from our diet. Vitamin D, which absorbs more calcium from our diet and helps to bind on the bones. So the strengthened bone formation require vitamin D. If vitamin D is less or any deficiency of vitamin D is there, we will be suffered by some deficiency disorders, bow like legs, pigeon chest, something will form. So we can understand that how much important the vitamins. Vitamins are generally organic substances require our body as very small quantity to carry out many physiological biochemical functions. Classification of vitamins. Some vitamins which are soluble in water, some vitamins which are soluble only in fat. So based on the solubility in water and fat, vitamins are broadly classified into two major groups. Vitamins are broadly classified into two major groups as water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. So vitamins are grouped into two: water soluble vitamins and fat soluble vitamins. So what are the a general glance? You can see vitamin A, vitamin B9 and B12, vitamin C, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K. So first of all we'll start with fat soluble vitamins. Fat soluble vitamins are ADEK, vitamin A, vitamin D, vitamin E and vitamin K are collectively called as fat soluble vitamins. The fat soluble vitamins A, D, E, K available in different sources. Vitamin A, first of all, take. It's also called as retinol because it's very much important for our good eyesight. Richest source in carrot, papaya, leafy vegetables. So orange, red, yellow, orange color fruits, vegetables. If you see, they are all contain vitamin A. Green leafy vegetables, spinach, cabbages. Animal source in which egg yolk, dairy products such as milk, cheese, in which vitamin is present. If vitamin A deficiency in your diet, which leads to xerophthalmia, zero dry ophthalmia, ophthalma means eyes. Our white portion, the eye in which the white part become dry in condition, that is called xerophthalmia. And also we suffered by vitamin A deficiency by a disorder called Nyctalopia. Xerophthalmia means dryness of cornea. Nyctalopia means night blindness. The person who is suffered by vitamin A deficiency called Nyctalopia, they can see daylight in which clearly the object, but in the night in dim light they can't see. And also the skin become scaly in nature. Next, different sources of vitamins I told. You can see the orange, green leafy vegetables of vitamins. Vitamin A, tomato in rich amount. Okay, vitamin E, almonds, it is available rich. Vitamin K. So different types of vitamins and its sources you are seeing. Now let us continue. Vitamin D. Vitamin D is also called as calciferol because vitamin D able to absorb more calcium from our diet for the body. Vitamin D rich in egg, liver, dairy products, fish, and it can be naturally synthesized by our skin when we are exposed to the sunlight. Vitamin D is very much important for our bone development. So skeletal growth is depends upon calcium. Calcium absorption is required vitamin D. If deficiency in the children will lead to rickets. In children they are suffered by rickets. If the children suffered by rickets, vitamin D deficiency, they shows the following symptoms. It's an important question. They provided bow legs. Bow legs in the sense the legs will become bend. Defective ribs, develop development of pigeon chest are some of the important symptoms of vitamin D. Development of pigeon chest. Then the next vitamin, vitamin E, tocopherol. Vitamin E rich in whole wheat, meat of animals, normal vegetable oils, and also rich in milk. Vitamin E does not report any deficiency disorders in human, but it reported sterility in rats. So animals in which vitamin E deficiency leads sterility, especially rats in which it is reported. So sterility in rats. Reproductive abnormalities are observed. Vitamin E deficiency will lead to the sterility in animals. Then vitamin K. Vitamin K is a derivative of quinone, is an alkaloid. Normally leafy vegetables, milk, soya beans and other sources. Yep. Why vitamin K is important? Because vitamin K that is very important for the blood clotting mechanism. If the bleeding of blood takes place, we know that after 1 or 2 minutes the blood will stop. If you observe the bleeding places or the bleeding area where the blood is bleed, it became clotted. The clotting of blood which require vitamin K. Vitamin K normally produce large amount by our liver, but it require some sources. If blood in which vitamin K deficiency found, it lead to the blood bleeding. So bleeding of blood will be lead. Excessive bleeding due to the delayed blood clotting cause death. Excessive bleeding due to the delayed blood clotting causes death. So these are the different types of fat soluble vitamins. What are the fat soluble vitamins? Vitamin A are also called as retinol. Vitamin D also called as calciferol. Vitamin E tocopherol, and vitamin K. Now we will continue with water soluble vitamins. Water soluble vitamins are B complexes and vitamin C are water soluble vitamins. Vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, vitamin B12 are together called B complexes. So B1, B2, B3, B6, B12 are called as B complexes vitamin we say, and vitamin C. These are all called water soluble vitamins. That means what? They are readily soluble in water. So if you are washing certain vegetables or leafy vegetables, when we wash repeatedly in water, the vitamins naturally present in the plant will be dissolved in water and washed away. So overcooking or overwashing of fruits and vegetables which cause loss in vitamins, especially water soluble vitamins. So B complexes vitamin and vitamin C together called water soluble vitamins. Let us start about different water soluble vitamins and its sources. Vitamin B is naturally abundant in whole grains, yeast, egg, liver, and sprouted pulses. That is called germinating pulses. Vitamin B1 is also called as thiamine. Vitamin B1 deficiency will lead to beriberi, that is called a nervous disorder, a kind of nervous disorder. The symptoms of beriberi is degenerative changes in the nerves, muscles become weak, paralysis. Vitamin B12, vitamin B2, it's also known as riboflavin, rich in milk, egg, liver, greeny vegetables, whole grains. Vitamin B2 is abundant. It causes a kind of deficiency disorder called araboflavinoisis. Araboflavinoisis are also called as cheliolosis. Araboflavinosis, which shows the symptoms of irritation in eyes, dry skin, inflammation in lips, fissures or cracks in the corners of the mouth. These are all the symptoms of vitamin B2, also known as riboflavin. Vitamin B3, niacin, rich in milk, egg, liver, lean meat, groundnuts, and bran of wheat, bran of rice, in which vitamin B3 niacin will lead to the deficiency disorder called pellagra. Pellagra, which causes inflammation on the skin, loss of memory, diarrhea in human. Vitamin B6, pyridoxine, rich in meat, fish, eggs, germs of grains, cereals, rice, or polishing rices. This vitamin B6 deficiency lead to dermatitis, inflammation on the skin called dermatitis. The skin become dry and scaly and lead to some nerval disorders. The next one is vitamin B12, also called as cyanocobalamin. They are rich in meat, milk, liver, pulses, fishes. This vitamin B12 will lead to a deficiency disorder is called pernicious anemia. That means the RBC becomes destructive or RBC become destroyed, that leads to the less in RBC count. So destruction in the red blood cell production or decrease in the red blood cell production and degeneration of spinal cord. Anemia, it does mean reduction in RBC. Pernicious means the normal RBC cells are not seen, instead damaged or destructed RBC only we can see. It's very crucial condition. The patient will be suffered by, the person will be suffered by poor oxygen carrying capacity. Next, vitamin C. Vitamin C is also called as ascorbic acid. Very large in amount in fruits such as tomato, even gooseberry also. So leafy vegetables, sprouts, citrus fruits like gooseberry, lemon, oranges. All citrus fruits in which vitamin C is abundant. Abundant means excessive. Vitamin C deficiency lead to a disorder called scurvy. Scurvy does mean swelling of gum and teeth and bleeding in gums. So swollen and bleeding gums, delay in the healing of wounds, teeth and bones become malformed. Bones become malformed. So vitamin C causes deficiency causes scurvy. Vitamin B1 which causes beriberi. Vitamin B3 causes pellagra. Vitamin B2 causes A riboflavinosis. Vitamin B12 which causes pernicious anemia. So we can understand how much the vitamins are essential, how much the vitamins are very important in our daily diet. Vitamins are required in very small quantity, children. They do not require in large quantity like grams or kilograms. They require only in milligrams or in micrograms. So we must consume vitamin rich food always. We will continue in this lesson above along with the vitamins as protein, energy, malnutrition. We are consuming different types of diet which contain the nutrients in the name of carbohydrates, proteins, fat, vitamins and minerals. Sometimes the required amount of certain nutrients are not available, will lead to malnutrition. So absence of certain nutrients in our daily diet over a long period of time will lead to deficiency diseases. So the deficiency disease occurs due to the absence of a particular nutrient in our diet, in our daily diet for a long period, leads to malnutrition. Protein deficiency is seen all over the world. The malnutrition of protein deficiency, malnutrition due to the protein deficiency will lead to certain severe diseases. So deficiency of protein and energy leads to severe conditions like a Kwashiorkar and Marasmus. I'll show the picture. Kwashiorkar. You can see the children. They have a pot belly, swollen face, and feet. So Kwashiorkar is the condition where severe protein deficiency is seen in children. So children at the age of 1 to 5 are commonly affected by this Kwashiorkor, a protein deficiency disease. Children, while consuming their diet in which the protein is not available in the required quantity. So the diet will mainly conserve carbohydrates, but it lacks what? Proteins. But it lacks proteins. You can see the pot belly, swollen face, and feet. This is the symptom of the protein deficiency disease called Kwashiorkor. Many children all over the world in which they are suffered by this protein deficiency disease Kwashiorkor. The next one, the protein deficiency disease, which is called marasmus. You can see the difference in which the Kwashiorkor and marasmus here also. In marasmus, where bony skin is seen, The child will be very weak, skeletal body, we used to say. The skin just wrap around the skeleton, so the body is skeletal in nature. Usually marasmus will affect infants below 1 year age. So below 1 year old infants are normally affected by marasmus because their diet in which protein is absent. They used to consume very poor diet in which carbohydrate, fat is less and protein is very less, so that they appear as very weak body, swollen head, bony skin, the skin wrapped around the skeleton. So how to overcome these diseases? As a teacher, I would like to say, consume the diet proper. Your diet must be balanced diet, contains the vital nutrients such as carbohydrates, proteins, vitamins and minerals. So when you consume, you ensure that you are taking healthy diet. The diet is balanced, having all the nutrients, children. To avoid or to prevent these kind of nutrient deficiency diseases such as protein deficiency disease, Kwashiorkor marasmus, or vitamin deficiency diseases, you must consume healthy food. The food should be rich in carbohydrate, proteins, fat in required amount, plus essential vitamins, plus all the vitamins and also minerals. So hereafter, children, you may understand the importance of various nutrients in the diet, how it is regulates our growth and development, how it is very much important to prevent the diseases, symptoms, deficiency disorders in our body. I hope, children, you will be enjoying the class. Thank you. So different types of vitamins as a glance I brought to you. Thank you, children.